Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome to my 2023 spring cleaning marathon. I have combined all of the spring cleaning and decluttering that I have done so far this year into one massive video for the ultimate cleaning and decluttering spring motivation. I have so much in today's video. I've included lots of deep cleaning, decluttering, and also some decorating. For me personally, I always like to put these long videos up on my TV, and I just feel like I'm hanging out with a friend while I get things done. So I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoy hanging out with me today because it's a lot. So let's go ahead and get in.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing some deep cleaning and decluttering. With Christmas, the house has just been completely trashed. The cleaning has gotten behind, so I need to get that back in order today and just make a clean slate for the new year. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and get all the motivation if you've got some cleaning and decluttering to do at your house. So we are going to get started today by taking down all of the Christmas decor. I kind of did all of this in one day, and then the next day I was able to concentrate on all of the cleaning. But I really needed to get the clutter gone before I could even think about doing that. So I'm just going to go ahead and start pulling decor down and getting it into the totes so that I can get it all put away. By the way, if you follow me on Instagram, then you already know, but Santa surprised us with a Yorkie puppy. She is about 9-10 weeks old. Her name is Charlie, and she has so much energy. It's been a long time since I've had a puppy in the house, and she's just into everything, but she is also so loving and fun. I know some of you on Instagram were asking how Palm was reacting to her. So Palm was a little jealous at first, but now she's kind of, I guess she's kind of over the jealousy part. She just kind of ignores her and does whatever. Palm actually just turned 13 on Christmas, so she's an old lady dog. She's not really as playful as she used to be. So I can tell that Charlie annoys her sometimes, but for the most part, they get along great. So if you see a little brown fur ball in the background, that is Charlie girl.
'Cause I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. 'Cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. 'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way.
And today I decided just to go ahead and get my Eureka wet dry vacuum out. because it vacuums and mops at the same time. I just put a little bit of the Gain Concentrate Cleaner into the cleaning solution tank, and it makes the house smell so good. But I love it because, like I said, this thing vacuums and mops at the same time. I don't have to go back twice throughout the house. Mine is the Eureka one. There's several brands of these, but I can link the one that I have down below. You guys will have to let me know in the comments what kind of decor you put up this time of year. It's kind of an awkward time of year, I feel like, for decor, because it's no longer Christmas, but we still have a few months until spring. So let me know what you put up. I guess technically the next holiday to decorate for would be Valentine's Day, but I don't really decorate for Valentine's Day, and if I do, it's very, very little. I'll usually just do the coffee bar and that's it. Honestly, this time of year, especially coming out of December with all the clutter and the extra toys in the house, I kind of just embrace that minimalist look. It's kind of a breath of fresh air for me to start my year out with. No clutter means that my brain just feels free. I'm not as stressed. So I really don't put out a lot of decor. I will put out a couple of greenery pieces that are just all year round decor. But other than that, I just like the clean slate, bare look.
I got my feet on the cloud and I won't come down.
So one of my favorite things to do with seasonal pillows is, instead of trying to store them away, because I know seasonal pillows can take up a lot of room, my favorite thing to do is to turn them around so that you can't really see what's on the front, and you can use them all year round. I'm just gonna take this pillow. It's technically for the fall time. It says thankful on the front and has a pumpkin. I'm just gonna flip that around and nobody's gonna know. Moving into the bathroom, this bathroom really needed a good deep clean. So I'm going to be bleaching everything in here today. The sink, the bathtub, the toilet. I'm also going to wash the rugs, and our laundry hamper was also full, so I'm going to take that over to the washer before I get started. By the way, if you haven't seen my recent small bathroom refresh video, I'll leave it linked down below for you guys. But basically, I decluttered this bathroom KonMari style, and I was able to add some really cute organizational pieces, so definitely make sure you check it out.
Loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. Yeah, loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. But somewhere I'll go and hide, looking for a new start. Yeah, somewhere I'll go and hide, looking for a new start, for a new start. Looking for a new, looking for a new, looking for a new, looking for a new. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, don't wanna be stuck in this town. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down. Looking for a new start. Looking for a new start. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down. Looking for a new start. Can't you see that I just need to be by myself? I have told you many times now. Yeah, can't you see that I just need to be by myself? I have told you many times now. But somewhere I'll go and hide, looking for a new start. Yeah, somewhere I'll go and hide, looking for a new start, for a new start. Trapped, don't wanna be down, don't wanna be stuck in this town. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down. Looking for a new start. You're somewhere I'll go run and hide, looking for a new start.
So moving into the kitchen now, I'm going to go ahead and start with the kitchen table. We had a few snacks I needed to put away in the pantry, and the whole table just needed to be wiped down, as well as the chairs. So once I finish with the table, I'm going to go ahead and take everything out of the refrigerator. The shelves in the fridge were getting kind of dirty, and plus we had a few leftovers that needed to go, so I just decided to take everything out of the fridge, give the shelves a good wipe. We really needed to get some groceries, but I didn't want to get any groceries until the fridge was nice and clean. Anytime I clean the refrigerator, I always like to spray the inside and then let it set for a couple of minutes, and everything just wipes up a lot easier. In the meantime, I'm going to clean the outside of the fridge. I had asked you guys recently for some stainless steel cleaning product recommendations, and so many of you told me about the Wyman's stainless steel cleaner, so that's what I'm using today to clean the outside of the fridge. I love the smell of this. It smells so good, and it actually did a really good job.
ocean's warm. Do you like it better when you see the sun was bright. Did you know when how everything would turn out? We learned to run, we learned to fight. Sooner or later, we can become strangers. Someday, somewhere, we can be new again. We can be anything that we wanted to be back then. Just wait, just wait.
As you guys saw, I just used the soft scrub on the sink to shine it up. That's one of my favorite things to use. In a second, I'm going to go in with some baking soda and vinegar down the drains. But first, I want to get my water kettle on to boil. So once I have poured the vinegar down the drain and those are nice and clean, I can go in with some boiling water.
Pick and choose. All you gotta do is play the whole thing through. I wanted to be saved before we lost our way. We were picture perfect, but below the surface, I wasn't okay. I made it look the way. I'm saying you deserved it. Sometimes it just happens that way. Sooner or later, we can become strangers. Someday, somewhere, we can be new again. We can be anything that we wanted to be back then. Just wait, just wait, just wait. If I only knew how to make it true, we could write a new ending for you. You can pick and choose. All you got.
And then lastly, I'm just going to go in with some orange essential oil. I'm just going to put a couple drops in each drain, and it just gives your drains a nice fresh scent.
Ending for you. You can pick and choose. All you gotta do is play the whole thing through. Too soon to know we were in trouble. Too late to make it
My daughter had been playing, but she had to go down for a nap. She was so tired. I'm gonna go ahead and get these toys picked up so that I can run the wet dry vacuum. By the way, I do have a little bit of dog food there in the back on the floor. It's the only way that Charlie can reach her food right now. I do have her some really shallow bowls coming, but right now that's the only way that she can reach her food, so that's what that is. So I'm just gonna go through real quick with the wet dry vacuum, and then I've got a load of laundry in the dryer that I need to get folded and put away. this cabinet down here is the doggy cabinet. It's where we keep all of Pom's stuff, but now we also have Charlie's things as well, so the cabinet is kind of a hot mess. We keep all of their shampoos, any kind of sweaters, harnesses, leashes, things like that down here, all of their food. So I'm going to take everything out of this cabinet, declutter, go through and get things out that we just don't use anymore, and reorganize. That looks so much better. Over here in this basket we have all of their shampoos, body sprays, brushes, medicines, things like that. And then in the back I just have the grooming kit. We've got their food, a few treats here in the back, some of Pom's little dental treats that she likes. And then over here in this basket we just have a few puppy pads and blankets. And then in the bottom there I have all of their sweaters, harnesses, leashes, and then just some extra food that Pom used to eat. She doesn't eat it anymore. And then some of Charlie's extra food. Okay guys, I've got to do something with these toys. This is the current state of the toy box. You can't even see the toy box right now, so I needed to go through those again. I just did this right before Christmas and I did it for this reason right here, but I just need to do it again because it's too overwhelming. We've got too much. And yes, I do have my laundry sitting there in the recliner that I folded earlier. My toddler was napping and I did not want to wake her, so I just have them sitting there in the chair. So what I did is I pulled out all the toys, and there was a few things in there that I was able to get rid of, just things that I knew they probably weren't going to be interested in anymore. There was a few of those little junky McDonald's toys that I had missed last time somehow, so I went ahead and got those out. And another big part is Ray's kitchen toys. She's got so many new kitchen toys for Christmas and her birthday now that she has a kitchen. So I actually took all of her kitchen stuff out, and that helped a lot. And I just used a separate basket for all of her kitchen toys. And also another reason I wanted to do this is because I had bags of unopened toys still sitting in my room, so I pulled all of those out and got those put away. They had not been opened yet because number one, we had a really busy Christmas. We were going here and there, and the kids really just did not have time to stop and open some of the gifts they were getting. They were just getting put into the bedroom, and then they had to go to their dad's, and so it was kind of left for me to open the toys and get put away, but I couldn't put them away until I had the toy situation under control.
Every change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expand
So here's what the toys ended up looking like. There's still a lot back here, but it's not like it was. It looks so much better. And then I just have all of Ray's kitchen things in a basket next to her kitchen so she can easily access her kitchen things. And I just wanted to show you guys the dirty water out of my vacuum. It was so satisfying to pour that down the toilet. But that is going to be all for today's video. I do have some satisfying clips of the house after it was all clean and reset, so I hope it gives you all the motivation. Remember, if you watch this far, to leave a butterfly emoji in the comments down below just to let me know that you watched until the end. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
You share your love.
And welcome back to my channel. Today I have some serious but yet satisfying and realistic kitchen deep cleaning motivation for y'all. I normally do this kind of cleaning in the spring, but honestly since the new year I've just been wanting a clean slate in every inch of the house, so I've been doing lots of decluttering and cleaning to completely reset the house. So we're in the kitchen today and we are starting with some clutter problem areas first. I'm not going to declutter every cabinet or drawer in the kitchen today because not every cabinet needs it, but we definitely have a few areas that need to be decluttered. We have this coffee bar that has way too much in the drawers. We can barely get to anything. In the bottom drawer, we keep a lot of random miscellaneous things. We also keep lids and straws down here that go to various cups and jars. So I just took everything out, sorted through it, and made categories so I could see everything better. I also went through all of the lids to match those up with the cups that they belong to. Some no longer had cups they went to, so I just tossed those and just decluttered as I went, setting things aside that we no longer wanted or needed. And my mom was off camera helping me go through things, so I wasn't just going through getting rid of her stuff, she was helping as well.
You know that I'm the queen of overthinking. It's like we're done before we even started. So if this is the end now, baby, know that I gave it my all. I believe in us. I won't give up on you. I will be holding on for life.
Some of this stuff we just needed to put back in its home. Sometimes when the kids put things away, they will put it into this drawer and it kind of becomes a catch-all space. And that was some of the clutter issue. So that's a tip for y'all when you're decluttering. It doesn't always mean parting with things or getting rid of them, but sometimes it just means relocating and finding a better spot for your things. In this container, we've got all of the lids, the kids' snap-on lids for their cups, some screw-on lids for jars, and just some lids that go to the Ninja. Everything is in this one bucket and it's so much easier to keep up with that way. We have all of our straws in this basket, a few to-go coffee cups. My mom uses these a lot heading out the door for work, and just some canning supplies and the immersion blender. So in this drawer is where we keep all of the dish towels and mats, table runners, pot holders, basically the linen drawer of the kitchen. Again, I'm taking everything out and sorting through it. We actually didn't get rid of a lot in here. A couple things was relocated, but it honestly just needed to be straightened up and put back neatly. That alone made a huge difference. And in this basket we have all of our microfiber cloths, so they're all in one spot and not just floating around the drawer. And when I put everything back, I put all of the dish mats on one side and all of the runners and such on the other side, with dish towels and cloths in the center. Moving on to the cup cabinet, this is where we keep all the cups and mugs, drinking glasses, mason jars, and every so often we have to go through this because it gets overcrowded so quick. But honestly, I'm the one to blame. I love buying new coffee mugs and drinking cups. You guys will have to let me know if you're the same, but I do try to implement the rule of when bringing one thing in, one thing has to go, and that can be helpful in any area of your home, especially with clothes. Clothing is another problem area for me, but we won't get into that today.
It's a colorful night, got red eyes, but it's all blue. Those colorful eyes, they don't shine like they used to. The city don't want us, babe. We won't survive this place. The city don't want this. The city don't want this. And if I would lie and stay, it wouldn't feel the same. I won't lie. No, honestly, it doesn't feel like home, like home. Home, feel like home. A faded mind, so we stay blind. Oh, the city.
I forgot to show y'all a before shot of this cabinet, but this is what it looks like after. So we have all of our mugs over on this side. We just keep this little shelf in there to give us double the space because mugs can take up a lot of room. Some of the kids' cups there in the middle, and just some travel mugs and cups there to the far left. And up on top we have some wine glasses and some little teacups that go to one of my mom's china sets. They're monkey mugs they got one year for Christmas, and all of our jars there to the right. One last cabinet and then we're going to get into some deep cleaning. So down here I keep my good pots, but also plastic containers and all of their lids. As with the others, I'm going to take everything out. That's always the best way for me to declutter an area, especially cabinets, is just to take everything out and lay it out where I'm able to see it all. And like I did before, I'm putting everything into categories so I know what goes to what. I also took this opportunity to go through the lids and trash any that no longer had matches. I don't even know how that happens. Lids with no containers or containers with no lids along with socks will always be a mystery to me.
A minute until midnight. I'm just wondering where you at. Just thought I'd call and wish you good night. I left my key under the mat. I don't get anything done, you're stuck on my mind. I keep on missing your touch, missing your vibe. This feeling might go when I say what we had. Won't you come on over? Don't you miss me too? Give it all you got, babe. Give it all you got, baby. I'd rather try than lose you. Give it all you got, baby. Give me all you got.
about these liners is they are washable and reusable. So I'm going to wash that up real quick and get that back into the oven. They are so easy to clean. Everything just falls off of them. So in my opinion, they are a must for the oven. I will never again not have one of these in my oven. Lastly, I'm going to clean out this food warming drawer. I'm just going to take my handheld vacuum and vacuum out all the crumbs first, and then wipe it out with some warm water, and then put everything back.
To this, I don't know how to act, don't know how to adapt to this situation. Not used to this, no I'm not. Better let myself.
I also wanted to go through and wipe down the fronts of all the cabinets. They get so dusty, and since they're white, they also show a lot of dirt. So I'm gonna go through real quick and wipe those down with some multi-purpose cleaner.
A piece of art, I want more, but better slow it down. Inside my mind is getting all too loud, I get scared. Not used to this, not prepared. Not used to this, not prepared. Not prepared.
So if y'all remember when I redid this kitchen, I used beadboard wallpaper on the fronts of the cabinets, and I've got to redo this one because my toddler ripped some of it off, but thankfully it's really easy to do. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. You'll have to let me know how often you take everything off your counters and clean them. We honestly never really do it unless there's a spill or something like that, or once a year how I'm doing now, but they definitely need it, especially over on the counter where we have the air fryer and the microwave. But the good thing, and I guess the bad thing too, is that these counters hide everything.
You got me feeling like my head is spinning round. The way you look is so amazing, amazing. I could stare into your eyes for hours and hours. Everything is kinda hazy. We're just dancing in the dark in the flashing lights. I know you can't hear what I'm saying, so I'm just gonna hold you closer. You take me higher when we're together.
It feels like you set my whole world on fire. I know I want you, I know I need you here. You're around me, I won't deny. You know you make me feel so alive. I wanna stay with you, never say goodbye. It's like we're in paradise, like we're in paradise. You're around me, I won't deny. You know you make me feel so alive. I wanna stay with you, never say goodbye. It's like we're in paradise, like we're in paradise, yeah. I don't know how you do it to me, but you make me wanna fly. I'm not coming down. Maybe it's the way you move, babe, move, babe. You've got that body and that smile, make my head spin round. I'll hold you close to me. You're all I want, so stay right here with me. This feels like paradise. You take me higher when we're together. It feels like you set my whole world on fire. I know I want you, I know I need you here. You're around me, I won't deny. You know you make me feel so alive. I wanna stay with you, never say goodbye. It's like we're in paradise, like we're in paradise.
The last job I felt like called for the degreaser. I just have this one by Method. It works great, smells great, but this light fixture above the table was terrible. I don't think we've ever cleaned it. It was pretty bad. I went ahead and took that greenery down as well. I think we hung that when I was a teenager. But my mom does eventually want to get a new light fixture up here because this one is so outdated. But I wish I had shown y'all a close-up before and after of this because it was a big, big difference. Really quick, I wanted to move a dresser over to this corner that we are actually planning to make into the new coffee bar soon. It's going to give us more drawer space as well. I would like to paint it. I haven't decided on a color yet, but I'm really, really excited for that to come together. I think it's going to be really cute. And to wrap it all up, I wanted to go over the floors with my wet dry vacuum. Since I dusted the cabinets and cleaned the counters, there was so much on the floor, but I hope that y'all enjoyed this video and you got some motivation to tackle your kitchen or whatever area that you need to tackle in your home. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to leave a butterfly, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today's video, I am going to be doing some deep spring cleaning in the living room, and we're also going to be doing a front porch refresh. I wanted to change out my ferns. My old ferns have died, and so I wanted to change those out, put out some fresh flowers, and just give the front porch a pop of color. But we're going to start with the cleaning. I went ahead and made a list for myself. I just did this in the notes app of my phone, and I made the list so that I could stay on track and not be just mindlessly going all over the place and wear myself out. It just helps me to have a list. And I'll also put a pop-up on the screen of my list so you guys can see it better and maybe use it for yourself if you have some deep cleaning you'd like to do in your own house. I did not get to everything on the list. When I sat down to plan out what I was going to be cleaning, there's a lot of things that I wanted to get to, and so I'm actually going to be doing 2 parts. So I'll have this video, and then we'll have another part where I will kind of be spring cleaning in other areas of my home. I've got some new baseboards I would like to add around our kitchen cabinets. Like I said, it'll be 2 parts, so after this video we'll have another one that should be coming out next week or the week after. And what I'm going to do is put them together, and we'll have one long massive spring clean video. So the first place I'm going to start is with the ceiling fan. I kind of wanted to clean the living room from top to bottom. So I'm going to start with the ceiling fan first because it was covered in dust. I've said this before, but we live on a dirt road, and so we have a lot of dust that accumulates in our house very easily. The ceiling fan gets the worst of it, and I started to do the old pillowcase method. That's what I do sometimes, but I decided this time to just use the Swiffer duster. Most of it sticks to the duster, and I could just vacuum up whatever fell onto the floor. So I'm gonna dust that, and I also took a broom to the ceiling because, as you can see, there's a ring of dust on the ceiling where it spins. So I took a broom and knocked all of that dust down. I finally got a new bottle of the Method Wood for Good. This stuff smells so good. I have talked about this before on my channel. You can find it at Target. You can also get it from Grove Collaborative, which I always have a link for down below, but it smells so good. So I'm going to use that to wipe down the blades of the fan. Moving on to the couches, since I had just dusted the ceiling fan, these were pretty dusty, so I'm going to go ahead and take the covers off, the pillowcases, all of that, and get it into the washer. And my plan today was to vacuum under the cushions, and I was going to spot clean the couches, but the spot cleaning kind of turned into just full-on shampooing the couches. That's what I did. My back was killing me, but it was 100% worth it because wait until y'all see the tank when I empty it. It was so dirty, so I'm really glad that I ended up doing full-on shampoos of both the couches.
All my thoughts are running round inside my head. Emotions keep coming, they're keeping me from thinking straight. Thought it would be different when I got my things in place, stuck in this commotion.
So because we do have the covers on the couches, they catch most of the dirt and debris that would otherwise be under the cushion, so it's not too terribly bad. But I did want to quickly take the vacuum and just go over those really quick, and also reach down behind underneath the cushions. And I love my Ofuzi handheld vacuum cleaner. That's what I normally would use for something like this, but I already had my Eureka out, so I just converted that to a handheld real quick. Instead of having multiple vacuum cleaners out, I just converted this one. But I get questions on my vacuum all the time, so I'll make sure to leave a link down below. You can use it as a regular stick vacuum, or you can convert it to a handheld like I'm doing here with the couches. And it also comes with different attachments, so you don't have to use this big attachment on the front. You can change out for the smaller, thinner ones if you need to get down in some cracks and crevices. And to show you guys what I'm using in my carpet machine, I'll also leave my machine link down below because I get lots of questions on that. but this is the Bissell OxyClean and Refresh. In the Gain scent, it smells so good. This part of the cleaning was so satisfying to me. I loved seeing all of the ooky brown and yellow. I know it sounds so gross, but I loved seeing that come up through the hose. It was so satisfying to get that out of the couches. And not to mention, our house was smelling so good. I did let the couches air dry overnight before I put the covers back on, just because I didn't want to trap any moisture in the cushions and have a sour smell on our hands. So I kind of just left the couches disassembled so that it could air dry. And then the next day is when I came back and put them back together and put the covers back on.
Can change the way I am, the way I talk, the way I stand. It doesn't really matter, cause I'll still be the same. I can change the way I am, the way I talk, the way I stand. It doesn't really matter, cause I'll still be the same. Really made an effort, promised I would change, but some things stayed the same. Wanted to do better, wanted to be great, but some things stayed the same.
Let me tell y'all, my back was killing me after this, but it was so worth it because the water that is pouring out of this tank right now is absolutely disgusting. Honestly, you wouldn't think that they would even be this dirty because we do keep the covers on them, so I was really surprised. I actually do this as needed, but I'm gonna go ahead and scoot the couches forward and clean out from under those. There's not a lot because, like I said, I do this as needed. Some of my kids' toys get under here. We had a school worksheet that was somehow under here. And if you guys are wondering what those black things are on that back window, that is actually a paper blind. I think we got them from Amazon, but they're sticky things that you can just stick to the top of your window and they act as blackout curtains, so it's more affordable than buying blackout curtains. And so my mom's got them in her bedroom because she likes her bedroom to stay dark, and we keep them on the back side of the house. So we have one here on this window, and then in our pantry room we have another one because that side of the house gets so hot during the day. That's where the sun beams the most. We have no shade trees, so that just helps us to keep it a little bit cooler in here during the day. But I'll try to find them and link them down below for you guys. Now this is something that I haven't done since last year probably, and that is to clean behind the TV stand. So I'm gonna pull that forward. It actually was not as bad as what I expected. There was more dust than anything. The back of the TV was also really dusty, so I quickly just took a Swiffer and dusted that off.
Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me that you got me hooked. You're playing it big time. You're feeding me lies. Everyone has been bugging me to sever the ties, but I would never, ever, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see, but never, never.
And a little trick I have for you for your lampshades is to take a lint roller and just roll the whole shade with it, and all the dust goes right onto the roller.
Lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. Should've known by your rap sheet that you weren't nice, but now I am telling you.
to smile. But I
Quickly, I'm just taking that wood for good and dusting down the whole TV stand. Since I had dusted the ceiling fan, I just felt like everything was covered in dust, so I wanted to go through and just kind of wipe all of that down really quick.
saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star. And in a week or two, I won't remember who you are.
And something else I wanted to do today was dust the walls and also spot clean those. We've got dirty little fingerprints on some parts of the wall that I want to go through and get off today. And like I said, I'm probably going to do some paint touch-ups in the second part to this video. So I'll be going around and touching up any areas of paint that have been scratched off. I would like to fix some of the beadboard wallpaper that has been peeled. And also in the kitchen, like I said, I want to do the baseboards. I would like to recaulk around the countertops. So it's going to be spring cleaning with a little bit of odd and end projects that I would like to get done around the house. So this wall right here, as you can see, it's right by the front door. So most of the time when they come in from playing, they're taking off their shoes right here and they grab this wall, and it's pretty dirty, as you can see. So I've got some Mr. Clean Clean Freak and a magic eraser.
Loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. Yeah, loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. But somewhere
So this wall right here behind the recliner is probably the worst. I noticed that the magic eraser though was kind of wanting to take the paint off on the edge there, so I had to be careful with that. This cabinet here is also an upcoming project I'm going to have on my channel. I've been talking about doing this for a little while, but honestly I just haven't had the chance to do it. We have been so busy lately. Right now I keep a lot of the kids' school supplies in there because I do homeschool my kids, so we have a lot of their things for that. And so what I would like to do with it is find somewhere else to store some of their supplies and change this into a coffee bar and put it into our kitchen. And in our kitchen we need more cabinet and drawer space anyways, so I was thinking I could change this into a coffee bar and we could use the drawers that go on the bottom for extra storage. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, but that is a project I have coming up on my channel, but I think it's going to be really pretty and cute. Something else I wanted to do today was clean the, or not clean, but switch out the AC filter because it was pretty dusty. We try to do this once a month and it was time for that. So I'm going to go ahead and switch that out, and also clean the filter on the air purifier that we keep in the living room. I need to order the filter that actually goes inside of the air purifier, but I haven't been able to find them lately. So I'm just going to clean the outside screen that goes over.
looking for a new start. Looking for a new start. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down. Looking for a new start.
So I pretty much have already set out all the spring decorations that I want to set out for this year, but I did have this pillowcase I wanted to put over this one pillow that I have here in this basket. It's actually a seasonal pillow that I've just turned around. So I had this cover I figured would be perfect for springtime. Give the floor one last vacuum and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to get the couch covers back on and then head outside. So anytime I wash these couch covers, I try to go ahead and get them back on the couches as soon as they come out of the dryer because they wrinkle so easily. Like I said, I had to let these couches air dry overnight, so the covers did not get put back on right away, so therefore they were pretty wrinkly. I almost put them back in the dryer for a few minutes, but I decided just to try some wrinkle releaser and it worked perfect. So when I got them on there and got them all fitted to the couch, I just took a little bit of the wrinkle releaser, sprayed that on there, and then took my hands and kind of wiped over the fabric, and the wrinkles came right out. I also tried it with the curtains. It did not work as well with the curtains because honestly I think it's just the kind of material that the curtains are. They just are always wrinkly no matter what. But right now the curtains work, so we're just gonna hang on to them.
We don't need no sleep, and I know we will be alright. If only for tonight. If only for tonight. Under the sky.
Alright guys, moving on to the part of the video I am most excited about. I was so looking forward to coming out here and refreshing the porch. So my poor ferns are completely dead. We had a cold snap come through in December or January, I can't remember. I love ferns. I think they're so pretty and they just add a perfect pop of green to your space. I also picked up this rainbow bouquet. I'm going to be adding some pops of yellow out here this year, and I thought that these would look really pretty with that yellow. So right now I'm just going to get the porch cleaned off. I've got this little nightstand and also a mirror that my friend Sandy gave to me. Shout out to Sandy if you are watching this. She watches a lot of my videos, which is how I met her. I met her through my YouTube channel, but she's so sweet. She gave me this nightstand and she also gave me a mirror. I would like to paint the nightstand and I haven't decided if I'm going to paint the mirror. I think I'm just going to save them for my new house. So I'm going to go stick those in a little storage shed we've got in the back, and when we get moved I'll do something with those.
And I can never let go. I'm keeping you close to me. We don't need no sleep. And I know it will.
I got a new rug that I want to set out. So I'm going to take this Thankful rug and I'm actually going to stick that under the porch, and next year around the fall time we'll bring that back out. And also this buffalo check rug I'm going to take inside and wash that and store it away until the fall time. And we also have a mailbox sitting there that we need to put up. Our mailbox, the front of it has popped off and the screws are gone. So we do have a new one. We just got to get out there and get it put up. So I got 2 of these outdoor pillows from Walmart. I'm just going to set in the chairs. Our porch is white and then the floor of it is like a blue color, and so I thought that these would be so pretty with that blue. This little plant stand is also from Walmart. That's what I'm going to set the rainbow bouquet on. And at first I set it on the right of the door, but that's actually where we keep our mop bucket. Just went ahead and moved it to the left next to the welcome sign, and plus I think it just looks better there anyways. And I'm just gonna set out the new rug that's from Amazon. I'll try to leave links to everything that I can possibly link in the description box for you guys. But thank you so much for watching today's video. It feels really good to have the living room deep cleaned and the porch refreshed for spring. It was looking pretty rough there for a minute, but it's all refreshed and it feels good. I like to sit out here in the spring and summer and have my coffee in the mornings and also in the afternoons while the kids play. So but this dresser is where I keep all of the boys' clothes. We've got all of their t-shirts in this drawer, and then this drawer is where we keep all of their pants and shorts. I've already decluttered their clothes, so really what I need to do today is just organize them. I'm always trying to put their clothes into the filing method where the shirts are standing and you can see what's in the drawer, but honestly they never stay that way. So I'm really excited about these dividers because it's going to hold everything in place. It doesn't matter how much we move them, they're still going to be in the filing system. And instead of putting one t-shirt per divider, I ended up putting 2 t-shirts per divider, and that worked out perfect. They were a little bit tall, but I honestly had no problems closing my drawers, and I like that everything is going to stay in place. I also went ahead and pulled all of these blankets and extra sheets from this bottom drawer. A lot of these blankets are Ray's baby blankets that I just don't want to get rid of, so I put those on the bottom of this new organizer that I have, and then I put all the extra pillowcases, sheets, and blankets on top of those so we can easily access them, and it fit perfect right here under the bed. Alright, so the first place I'm going to start is with this cabinet. This is beadboard wallpaper that's on the fronts of all of these cabinets, and one of my kids has peeled this off. So I'm going to take the whole front piece off and put a fresh layer of the wallpaper, and then we're going to paint over it.
Everybody has their job, 9 to 5, and getting drained. They settle for.
Alright, so I got it pretty well cleaned off, and it's ready for a new piece of wallpaper. So I will link this wallpaper down below, but it's really, really easy. All I'm going to do at this point is just measure the piece that I need, cut it with the straight edge, and then you just wet the back of it, and it's got adhesive stuff already on it, so when you wet it, it gets sticky. And then we're just going to press the air bubbles out with this, and we'll let it dry, and then we'll come back and paint it.
If I love you harder than I've ever done before, oh, maybe I belong somewhere above the water. My lungs are tired, I'm running for a long time. My feet got blisters, but maybe I belong if I love a little harder.
Alright, so the cabinet is drying. Once it's dry, I will take the straight edge and kind of clean up the edges and just make them look a little bit neater, and then we'll be able to paint. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and get these curtains down and into the washer. The bottoms of them are super dirty. So these are white curtains we've got hanging here, and they've stayed clean for the most part, but the bottoms of them get super dirty because they rub the floor. My camera does a really good job at hiding the stains, but they're there, so we're going to take those down, spray them, and get them washed today, and then I'm going to hang them back up wet to air dry. So these doors are a whole other project by themselves. They need new panes because they're dry rotted and broken in a lot of places. It's just a whole project by itself, but I am going to get them clean today, and I think that's going to help a lot, just having them clean. So these doors are another project on my to-do list. I would love to give them a fresh coat of paint and replace the window panes. They're just so dry rotted and broken off on the inside, and the outside of the doors are pretty rusted. I'm not sure if we should do white or what color we should paint them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Should we stick to white or do a different color? Glass on these doors was also pretty dirty. The outside was worse than the inside. I ended up just throwing the whole cloth away that I used to clean them with because it was just so bad. You guys will see here in just a second. Moving on to the next thing. Excuse the mess behind me. The rest of the house is a disaster, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and start on the baseboards. I think it's gonna be pretty easy. I'm just gonna tack these over what's already there because what's already there is like super thin anyways. So when I was looking for boards I could put under there, I was looking for just a solid white thin piece of wood just to tack under there, make it look better. And I found that, but it was like triple or quadruple the price, and I have no idea why. So this was only $6 a board. It's like trim that you would put around doors and windows. So I might go back and get some more to do other places of the house. I got 3 of those, and I should have more than enough to do under all of the cabinets, but that's gonna make it look so much better just having fresh, clean boards. We were so happy with having these new boards down. That's something that has bothered us for a long time. They were press board and you could tell where they had gotten wet, maybe with the mop or spills, but it's doing little things like this that make the biggest difference in your home. Just doing these little touch-ups. There was a slight gap between the board and the cabinets, but you literally have to be on the floor to even notice it. I do want to go back with some white paint and paint the edges where I cut the boards so that everything just looks more seamless. And now that I think about it, I might go back and caulk in those gaps too. But while I was doing this, I noticed a few areas around the bottoms of the cabinets that could use a little touching up. My paint that I had on hand today ended up not matching, and I'll talk about that more in a bit. But I do want to go back and touch all of those little areas up. So all of the cabinets have new baseboards. We do have some pieces left over that I would eventually like to put in other places of the kitchen. It's not going to happen today because I'm getting tired. So I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna go ahead and get these curtains hung back up because it's getting hot in here and the sun is just beaming through those doors. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those hung back up and they can just air dry. I wanted to talk to you guys about the light fixture over the table though. One of you guys gave me the idea of painting it instead of getting a new fixture, just paint what we have, and I think that's a really good idea. I think it would look really good painted black. Charlie, what are you barking at? Sometimes if Palm doesn't play with her, she'll bark to get her attention, like, hey, play with me. I'm gonna flip you guys around and show you. Give me some ideas on how I can do this. I don't know if I should tape it up really good and just tape off the whole area around and spray paint it. Let me know if you guys have any other ideas, but so far I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is tape off around the glass, like around where the metal meets the glass, tape that off and go in with a paint dabber and paint all of this metal black. I think that'll look really good. The only thing is the glass is outdated, so I don't know. Y'all let me know your thoughts on that down below. I'm gonna get these curtains hung back up and then probably take just like a 15-minute break to recharge and get something to eat so I don't burn myself out. And then after I've recharged, I want to get this table scrubbed down. We always clean the top of it, but we forget about the legs and, you know, the sides of the table where they eat and they put their fingers like under the table. Yeah, I just want to go through and clean that really quick.
It doesn't seem like you see me. I
So I figured I would share my lunch with y'all. I just made a really simple salad, iceberg lettuce, and I think green leaf lettuce. I also put a few dried cranberries. I love cranberries on my salad. Some mild cheddar cheese and ranch, and I'm just gonna finish this sparkling ice water, and that is my lunch. The light bulb here above the sink also needed to be changed. It's been blown for a little while and we just haven't gotten around to changing it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while I'm tackling all of these little projects today. I also went ahead and washed the light fixture before I put it back in place.
Now I'm done talking. This time I might go out with my friends. And I don't want your sad blue eyes. You know everything about me. Like I need my territory, so why are you still so needy? You're in over your head. Phone is ringing, always at a bad time. Every time you flash your name, always leaving, then you got me chasing you like I'm the one to blame.
Alright, so I primed the front of it. I was going to go ahead and paint it too, but the paint that we have on hand I think will match, but it is a flat paint and we don't want to do that because the rest of the cabinets are semi-gloss, I'm pretty sure. I did go back and look at my video of when I originally painted these cabinets and I got the name of the paint and all that, so I'll just wait until I can pick some of that up. I didn't realize before that this is actually a flat paint and I don't want to mix the two textures. I want everything to look uniform and match. But in the meantime, we're gonna head into the living room and go ahead and do paint touch-ups in there. I get quite a few comments and questions about the name of that paint color, and the name of it is Upward. I'm pretty sure it's by Sherwin-Williams.
It's hard for you to be true. Oh, funny how it changed in a matter of time. Phone is ringing, always at a bad time. Every time you flash your name, always leave.
While I was touching up all of those little areas here in the living room, I noticed a few dirty spots that I had missed when I was cleaning in here, and so I just took the paint roller real quick and rolled over those as well, just to make the walls look clean and fresh again. Alright, so really quick, I'm going to clean off this kitchen table. I'm going to wipe the surface down because my kids have been eating lunch and snacks. So I'm going to get that cleaned up, and then we're going to go around the edges here of the table, the places that we miss, the legs, the places that we just don't think about, and get those clean really quick. I'm just taking some Mrs. Meyer's and spraying them down, and surprisingly it came off pretty easy. I was expecting to have to scrub because I don't remember the last time we have cleaned these, so I was really thankful that this did not take me as long as I was expecting it to take.
I never thought in the wildest dream I'd see you again. Never dreamed about nothing else other than you. I always thought I'd be waiting in vain, but suddenly there you were. Never thought it'd be easy to feel you in my arms, but now we're here and I'm all in, and I wonder about you, 'cause I can stay till the morning or stay till the dawn, but just hold me now. I wanna be so much better whenever.
Really quick, I'm gonna get our paper towel holder hung up. So there's really no other place for me to put this. There is one other place, and that would be by the refrigerator, but we have the lamp there, and having paper towels hanging above the lamp just screams fire hazard to me, so I just decided to put it over here by the microwave.
Yeah, whenever you're around, whenever you're around,
I also went ahead and changed the light bulb here in the master bathroom. It's an LED bulb, and so it's been flickering, but it hasn't completely died yet. So I went ahead and changed that and cleaned up the light fixture.
Tell you about how much I'm sorry for the things I have done, for the things I never did. But I promise, dear, I'll never let you go.
Today we are in my bedroom, and we're going to be doing some massive decluttering. I have so much stuff that my room is just so hard to maintain and keep clean. So I told myself I'm starting the new year with a minimalist space. Now I'm going to put quotations around minimalist because I do also share this room with my 3 kids. So I can't exactly become a minimalist per se, but I have a lot of stuff I can get rid of and just make this room a lot easier to maintain. We've been in here for 3 years now. We've collected a lot of stuff that honestly can go. Really quick, I want to show you guys what my room looks like before. Lots of clutter. It's messy right now. So that already looks so much better. My plan when I declutter this room is to just work around the room. So the next place I'm going to focus is over here around my nightstand, and also declutter the drawers of my nightstand. Inside of the drawers, I have used that space to store some of my daughter's clothes, and a lot of it she's outgrown, so I'm going to go through that. In this drawer, I just have all of her undergarments, her new socks and underwear she got for Christmas, and then down here I have all of her pajamas, and then a few little like sentimental things that she got when she was a baby, her first pair of shoes. One of you guys gave her these moccasins, and just some other things. She's got her little dress up outfit in here that actually needs to go with the toys, but that is done. Now coming on around, we have this dresser to work on. This is where I keep the boys' clothes, and this is what happens if I don't declutter it often. I think a lot of it they can still wear, but I've got some decisions to make because obviously we can't keep all of it and the drawers just won't close. So I think what I'm going to do, instead of taking all the clothes out like I normally do, is just do one drawer at the time so that I don't get overwhelmed.
Like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down.
So this is a bag of brand new socks and underwear that the boys got for Christmas. I just was throwing it in this bag because it wouldn't fit in the dresser. All of their old stuff was taking up way too much room. So now that it's cleaned out, I can finally put all of their new stuff up. on to this little bookshelf that's by the door. I need to purge books. I need to go through every single bin that's on this bookshelf. I need to go through that shoe basket right there. These are sheets I'm probably going to donate because I just don't really care for them. I might see if my mom or my sister wants some. This is a jacket Ray got for Christmas I need to put away. These are some little cutouts the kids painted a while back. I'm going to put these up. And this is like a bow organizer, but we don't really use it to organize Ray's bows. We just throw them on a bag and we have them here on this shelf. So I'm going to donate this.
Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes.
You and I, we fight sometimes. I just want us to survive. We can scream and shout, but I know just what you want. You know just what I need. Even when we go down together. 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 We go down together. We go down together. We have come this far.
So far, this is everything I have pulled from my bedroom. It's a lot of stuff. So here's what the bookshelf looks like now. I'm very pleased and happy with how much I pulled off of this thing. Closed the store. My kids are watching a movie. So I decluttered all of the bins. We've got some of their books there. I was able to put some of my books. And these are just some things that were sitting under my desk on the floor. So I just moved them to the bookshelf. Here we've got swim diapers. We've got her regular diapers and overnight pull-ups. In this bin we've got puzzles, dry erase, books that we can use over and over. These used to be canes, but I'm gonna save them for Ray so she can use those when she starts doing preschool.
We go down together.
So moving on around the room to what used to be my work desk, and then I made it into like a get ready spot. I would do my hair and makeup here, but I have since started doing something else. I put all of my makeup into a caboodle box, and so I just do my makeup wherever around the house. And so I would like to make this back into an actual work desk where I can sit and edit my videos. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start by taking everything off this desk and only putting back what is work related, and everything else I'm either gonna have to donate or find a different spot. I am loving how clean and minimal my desk is looking. It's making me want to come in here and edit some videos. I already have this on my desk, but I was using it to put like body sprays and some of my makeup brushes on, so I took all of that off. And now I just have this greenery plant. This was in the bathroom and I just pulled it from the bathroom. And then we had another one that looks better in the bathroom, so I traded those out. And then this is a little dry erase block for the month of February. You can change out the date. I've got my meditate candle and my silver play button, and then just my laptop. It is getting pretty late in the evening. It's dinner and bath time, so I'm gonna lay the camera down for tonight, get this stuff sorted through. Tomorrow I'm gonna pick the camera back up and we will declutter under the beds. I'm a little scared because I have no idea what's under there. So here we are, day 2, and honestly I'm dreading this so much, but I do know that I'm gonna feel 100% better, and I'm gonna be so glad when this is all done, because I'm already feeling the positive energy that is coming from having a clutter-free room. Sorry, my dog is barking, but what I've gotten rid of so far just feels amazing. And I actually came in here this morning and edited a video, and it was just really nice. Like, this room is gonna be a whole vibe when I'm done. So anyways, let's go ahead and start pulling things out. I'm gonna start with the kids' bed first because I don't think theirs is as bad as what mine is.
2 a.m. in the morning,
I found a cute puppy under the bed.
catching my breath. I can feel my skin burning. You light the fire in me, got no regrets. Can't forget, you got me wrapped around it. You feel me, your body.
I have no idea how long this sippy cup has been under the bed, but it's going in the trash. As for the rest of this, I pulled out a few little toys, clothes, diapers that my daughter has shoved under the bed. These bags are seasonal clothes, and these are clothes that she wears on a regular basis.
I'm in too deep. No matter where I hide, you got me sleep deprived. Blow my mind with a warning. You digging deep within me. I feel obsessed. I can't help myself falling into the widest ocean again. Can't forget, you got me wrapped around it. You feel me, your body wrapped around me. Good mistakes. Oh, you got me looped upon it. You and me got me losing sleep. I'm in too deep, like an overdose. You're the antidote. Losing sleep.
Alright, so all that's left under here are the 2 bins that I keep her clothes in. So these are like her tops and outfit sets, and then these are all of her bottoms, pants, leggings, shorts. And then this bag over here is just some seasonal clothes. They're like old t-shirts and shorts that she can just wear to bed. So I'm gonna put these over in her pajama drawer. And now to get under my bed.
Can't forget, you got me wrapped around it. You feel me, your body wrapped around me. Good mistakes. You got me looped upon it. You and me got me losing sleep. I'm in too deep, like an overdose. You're the end.
So something that was under my bed and I knew was down there was my ring light. I don't use it very often, but I do use it sometimes. So I'm just going to put the plastic pieces back on it that have popped off. And then I've got a bag that this actually goes into, and I'm going to put that back under the bed. I also found this old Twister board. We don't have the game, just the board, which is really odd. I don't know what happened to the game or how the board actually got under my bed, but I'm just gonna go ahead and trash this. These are the boys' Nintendo Switch boxes. I always hang on to the boxes so that if something happens to their Switches, I can take it back to the store. And most of the time, they're pretty good about replacing the Switch with the warranty, so I always hang on to these. I'm gonna go ahead and slip these back under the bed. I found this old duffel bag that I actually really like, but I need to wash it because it's covered in dust. There's another bag inside of it that I might actually donate because I just don't see myself using this anymore. But this I'm gonna go ahead and put into the hamper so I can wash it and use it again. This I found under the bed. I'm not sure what it's doing there, but it looks extremely small, so I'm gonna go ahead and donate this. I would save it for Ray, but she actually has one, so there's just really no need for me to hang on to this. A manual to one of my vacuum cleaners that I really don't need, and this goes to an old Halloween costume that I think I'm gonna donate. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. Today I am breaking out the Easter decor. I woke up this morning so excited to decorate for Easter because I'm just so ready for spring and warmer weather. And I got up this morning and it was like 40 degrees outside, which is crazy because it's been warm in Georgia for the last several weeks, and so I thought spring was finally officially here, but no. It is not. It is cold again. I don't know what's up with that, but we're going to decorate anyways. So I am keeping my Easter decor really simple and minimal. I feel like I do that most years anyways. I am the type of person that if I have a lot of decor to decorate with, I tend to get overwhelmed and stressed, and it's just not an enjoyable process for me. I'm going to be keeping it minimal and simple. So we're going to be decorating. I also have a really cute spring craft I want to do with the kids later that I found on Facebook, so I'll be sharing that with you guys. And then towards the end of the video, I will be sharing what I'm putting in their Easter baskets this year. My kids are ages 12, 7, and 3. I try to keep their Easter baskets pretty practical. I always try to buy things that I know they're gonna need and use. Anyways, I will share all of that later in the video. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a cup of coffee, and we are gonna go ahead and hop into this video. Even though I feel like it's a total scam right now, I've been loving these French vanilla pods lately. I don't know, I think I just needed something different, but that's been my thing lately. I always feel like I make my coffee different every time I make it, but I just use whatever creamer I'm feeling at the time. Bought this for a casserole. It needs to be used up anyways, and my white chocolate skinny syrup. So y'all excuse my nails, but I was going to show you the essential oil I'm diffusing today. This is the Clean and Fresh oil from Simply Earth. It's a blend of fir needle, neroli, lemon, and grapefruit essential oil. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up in here. I need to put my makeup away. Just a few other things I need to put away, and I would also like to just go ahead and wipe everything down before I start to decorate so that everything is nice and clean. I've got laundry I need to fold.
When I'm walking on a breeze, I got no enemies. I just do what I please. Yes, sir. I ain't got no things, no money, no means. Just a wind in the wings. Yes, sir. I got my feet on a cloud and I won't come down.
To wipe everything down, I'm going to go in with this Mrs. Meyer's Peony. This is a really good springtime scent. It's one of my favorites to use in the springtime. It's a happy floral smell and it just smells like springtime.
I used to bounce on knees, fresh from the oven, chubby and carefree. I had a mind at ease. Now I oversee the trees, birds and the beasts and the man and his empty deeds. I see everything. I got my feet on a cloud.
Alright, I got our spring and Easter tote out. A lot of this I'm not going to use. I'm going to try to declutter things that we just don't use anymore as I go through and pick out what I want to use today. This little Easter tree, y'all, my Nana gave this to us when we were, I don't know how old we were, but we were small kids. But I wanted to tell y'all a little story about this tree. We had looked all in the house and we just could not find this little Easter tree. It being special, we were kind of upset about it. One day something told me to go look in the shed out back to see if maybe it got stuck in there, because my mom had like a bunch of stuff from when she divorced in that shed, and we thought that we had looked before, like, you know what, let me go out there and just look one more time and see if it's in there, if we missed it. And sure enough, there it was. The tree was there and all the little ornaments that go with it was just packaged up nicely. It wasn't hard to find at all. I don't know how we missed it the first time. It was just maybe a month or so later, maybe not even that. That shed burnt and everything in it was toast. So I don't know what that was, but this is our little miracle Easter tree. We're definitely going to be putting that up. Got our Easter wreath. I'll probably hang that today. This is an old wreath. I think there was more stuff on there at one time. It's got a bow and stuff. You can tell this is like from 2013 when chevron print was in. There's a few Valentine's things in here as well. We kind of just corralled all of our Valentine's and Easter stuff in one because we don't really have a lot of decor of either one. So got our peep spatula we'll put out. All of the little ornaments that goes to that Easter tree, they're just so cute. Oh, we got this little bunny. He's one of my favorites. And this cute little pink plaid bunny, so cute. Alright, I also got a few new things that I picked up from TJ Maxx this year. I feel like this side of the living room needs some color, and I'm loving this pale green color this year. I just think it's so pretty. So I got some new pillows to go here on this couch. It's just like, I don't know, I feel like we need some contrast over here. So I got these pillows. I got this candle called Sunday Mimosa. It smells heavenly. I also got this candle called A Clean Kitchen. It's by DW Home. I'm the same way with candles as I am with coffee mugs. I just hoard them and I buy way too many, more than I need. So that smells really good. It's like a lemon citrusy type candle. I got this to put our kitchen utensils in. The one that we have currently up there is just a little bit too small. So I'm gonna change it out today with this cute little cutting board. I was kind of thinking something like this on the counter, where this kind of sits behind it. A cute little wooden bunny. He's just solid wood front and back. I got some fresh springtime hand towels. It's a set of 3, so you get 2 of these floral ones and then this yellow plaid one. I got this little cute wicker bunny. And one last thing, I got this little floral arrangement. It's a little tricycle. I thought it'd be so cute sitting on our TV stand. I hope that it will fit inside of the cubbies.
I got my feet on the cloud and I won't come down. Yeah, feet on the cloud and I won't come down.
So when I first got home with these pillows, and I didn't think about this at the store, I was worried that they might clash with the color of the walls, because this gray color has a very strong blue undertone to it, so it looks more like a baby blue than a gray, but I think it works. Let me know what you guys think. So they chop really nicely. They're soft and fluffy, so they do the perfect chop. Y'all let me know in the comments if you do the pillow chop. Some people do it, some people hate it. Let me know what you guys do. I personally like it because it just makes the pillows look overall more fluffy. This is why I like to keep my decor simple and minimal, because I don't feel stressed right now. Everything is working for me and my brain's not on overload. I'm loving this little wicker bunny on the shelf by itself. I think it's perfect. And the little tricycle fit perfect inside of the cubby, and I just put the little wooden bunny there next to it, and I love it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the barn wax warmer there, but right now I'm just gonna leave it there and think about it. This basket is where we keep all of the boys' video game stuff, controllers, cases, extra games, cords, and then in this basket is where we keep all of the wax melts. And I think there's a candle in there. And then this basket is where we keep all of the dog toys, so they're all in one place. It's so funny because Charlie will come over here sometimes and pull the basket down. She knows her toys are in here. This I'm just gonna leave the way it is. I like this greenery. We have this wooden basket behind it. There's not anything in there, but I just don't know what else to do with it, so I just keep it shoved back there. All right, moving into the kitchen, I'm gonna do something different with this area. This is the little jar I wanna change out with the new one I got. I can maybe put the cutting board behind it, so we'll see how it all comes together. By the way, if you have not tried these from Trader Joe's, they are peanut butter cocoa marshmallows, and they are the bomb. We don't get to go to Trader Joe's very often, so my mom went over the past weekend and went ahead and got us 3 bags because they are seriously so good.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane, and as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now
This I'm also really happy with. This holds our utensils much better. This is a butter bell. Keeps your butter soft. I think my mom got that from an antique store recently, And then we just have our salt and pepper, olive oil. I feel like the cutting board just adds what was missing here. I was hoping to be able to stand it up the other way, but it's not level. It's got a little dip on the end, so it doesn't sit up straight. So I just laid it sideways, but I still think it turned out really cute.
Agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
So I don't know if you guys have ever noticed these in the corner of our living room. They've been kind of tucked behind the recliner, sitting in a big glass jar. They've been there forever and they just, you can't really see them there. So I'm thinking if I cut them down and add them into this, what we have the utensils in, and then set it up on the shelf that divides the living room and the kitchen, that'll look really pretty. So I'm gonna cut these down and make like a little arrangement out of them. So I don't know how it's gonna look, but I'm gonna try it. These dish towels are so pretty, so I just hung one floral one and then this yellow plaid one. We're the kind of people that actually use our dish towels. Some of those decorative dish towels can be like polyester material and they don't absorb any kind of water. These feel like they're gonna absorb really well and be really nice kitchen towels.
I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other.
I had to trim some of the end pieces off because the little flowers have fallen off of them over the years, but overall I think it turned out really pretty.
Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover.
Alright, the last thing I'm gonna do decor wise is our little Easter tree. We always put it here on the coffee bar. So I'm gonna kind of clear this up a little bit so it doesn't look so cluttered and get our little Easter tree decorated. So there's our little Easter tree. I always get questions about this when I bring it out. So if I can find something even remotely similar, I will link it down below in my description box. This thing is so old, so I highly doubt I'm gonna be able to find the exact same thing. I don't even know where my Nana got this. It looks like the little ornaments are hand painted, but I will look for you guys and see if I can find something similar that I can link below in my description box. Alright, so the craft I wanted to share with y'all today and I'm so excited about. I think it's going to be really cute. So you can see they're just taking a plastic fork and dipping it into some paint, and then you just dab it onto your paper. I've got construction paper here. They can choose whatever color they want their flower pots to be, and we'll glue it down onto some white just like copy paper. And then I'm going to mix up some paints because all the colors that I have are kind of darker colors and we need more pastels. So I'm going to take some white and mix it in a little bit of each paint so we can get maybe a pink, a soft yellow, like a pale green, and a little bit of a softer orange. We'll also do the same with the purple. Alright, so this is mine. I should have done mine a little bit closer together, but really easy to do and it's so cute. So me and the kids are about to make a few more of these.
Run a few miles down
Alright y'all, really quickly before we end today's video, I wanted to show you what I'm going to be putting in my kids' Easter baskets. Like I said earlier, I am keeping their baskets really practical, so I bought things that I know they're going to need and can use in the summertime. Normally I would fill their baskets with new swimsuits and towels, but this year they do not need new swimsuits. They can still wear the ones they already have. So anyway, so let me go ahead and get into this haul. I did have to come into my mom's bedroom because my 3-year-old is napping, and that's where I would normally film this because I don't want the boys to see. So something I know they're all gonna need this summer are some travel water bottles. They can take this to the park, to the beach. I got my 3-year-old and my 7-year-old these little small, they're 14-ounce tumblers, but they also have pop-up straws. They are insulated so it keeps their drink cold. Then for my 12-year-old, I got him this larger one, since he does drink more than them. Okay, so I still have to get Ray some slides. I had ordered some, but the ones that I ordered, they were way too big. But I wanted to get her some just like the boys. So this year, going to swim lessons and the beach and the park, they just need shoes that they can slide on easily. Also some that are gonna be waterproof. So I found these slides at Target. They are the Cat and Jack brand. I think they were like $10. Like I said, I still gotta order Ray some, because the ones I got her were way too big. All needed fresh toothbrushes. I like to replace their toothbrushes every so often. So I got Ray the mermaid one. I got Kane this Sonic one. He is a big Sonic fan. And then Kai, my 12-year-old, just got this plain blue spin brush. He's not really into all the characters and stuff. So I also got them all new pajamas. So the boys got matching Sonic pajamas. It's a set, comes with the t-shirt and the shorts. And then Ray, hers actually came in a pack of 2, which is fine because she needed more. But we have this set here. It comes with the little rainbow striped shorts. It says be kind always. It's got 2 little birdies on the front. And then this set here, it's a little tank with some little ruffle pants. And then as far as like fun stuff, I did get them all some bubbles. So this is a pack of 6 and I'll split it between all 3 of them, so they'll get 2 each. And then of course you gotta have candy in your Easter basket. So I got them all a Reese chocolate bunny, and I got this pack of Kinder milk chocolates. I'll also split these between them. And the last thing I got are these caramel Cadbury eggs. I'll split those between them. I think I might still get like one more thing for their baskets, like some kind of craft or something they can color or draw in, you know, just like a little activity. But other than that, I am done with their Easter baskets. As far as their actual baskets go, we have some baskets left over from last year. I think they either came from the Dollar Tree or Walmart. So they're gonna reuse those. They're just kind of tucked away in the pantry room right now. So I've got to dig those out. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I'm gonna be putting in their baskets, minus maybe a craft or something to color or draw. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you're still watching right now, head down to the comments and leave a butterfly emoji just to let me know that you watched until the end. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.